Welcome to Breaking Wire. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Everybody is looking for the perfect friend, but when countries pick friends, it's a lot like people choosing theirs. Some are loud and flashy, others are quietly dependable. For Australia, isolated at the bottom of the world, finding the right mates has always been crucial. This is the story of how Australia, searching for a kindred spirit, found a true blue mate in Canada, not just its big, bold American cousin. On paper, Australia and the US seem like natural best friends. Same language, love of barbecues, wide open spaces. But real friendships go deeper than surface similarities. They're built on shared values and mutual respect. The Australia-US alliance, ANZUS, is vital, but it's more like being teammates with the star player than sharing a quiet beer with a close friend. This isn't about why Australia isn't friends with America. It is. It's about why, for a deeper, more comfortable connection, Australia often looks to Canada. These two vast, sparsely populated nations, separated by oceans, have become close mates. Their story involves shared history, a sense of being the sensible siblings in a loud world, and a unique kinship. In the family of nations, Australia found its confidant, not in the boisterous US, but in the calm, collected land of the maple leaf. Here's why Australia chose Canada. To understand Australia's friendships, you need to understand its unique position, huge, yet isolated. This tyranny of distance has shaped Australians to be independent, but also aware they need strong partners. Britain was once Australia's protector, but World War II proved that distance could leave Australia vulnerable. The US became the new security partner, a relationship built on necessity. But military alliances aren't the same as cultural kinship. Australia has always wanted to maintain its own identity, not just be a smaller version of its allies. This led Australia to seek out like-minded nations, partners who share its values and treat it as an equal. Australia needed more than just a powerful protector. It needed friends who understood its parliamentary system and multicultural society. The US was the obvious security blanket, but for a true meeting of minds, Australia looked elsewhere. It needed a partner that felt more like a sibling than a superpower. The bond between Australia and Canada starts with their shared British heritage. Both evolved from colonies to independent nations under the Crown, not through revolution. They share the Westminster parliamentary system, a political DNA Americans don't have. Both are members of the Commonwealth, fostering a sense of familiarity and easy cooperation. Australians and Canadians can travel and work in each other's countries with ease, and compete as friendly rivals in the Commonwealth Games. Both nations are vast, sparsely populated, and shaped by the challenge of settling wild lands and grappling with indigenous histories. Their national psyches blend rugged individualism with a strong sense of community and fairness. Both embrace multiculturalism, encouraging diversity within a cohesive society. An Aussie in Toronto or a Canadian in Sydney would feel right at home, another quiet layer of connection. Key moments have revealed Australia's priorities in its international relationships. In 2003, Australia joined the US in the Iraq invasion, reaffirming its military alliance. Canada, however, refused to join without a UN mandate, showing its commitment to multilateralism. Many Australians admired Canada's principled stand, seeing it as proof you can be a US ally without always agreeing. Canada's approach, quiet diplomacy, independence, and a focus on global cooperation, became increasingly appealing to Australia. In trade too, Australia and Canada often align, working together in forums like the G20 and CPTPP. They advocate for open markets and fair rules, often more closely than with the US. These choices highlight a fundamental difference. Australia's alliances are shaped by vulnerability, while Canada's are shaped by managing proximity to a superpower. Australia sees in Canada a model for being an influential, independent middle power. Their interests and values often align more closely than with their louder neighbor. Why did Canada become Australia's preferred partner? Shared values are at the core: democracy, rule of law, and a belief in a strong public sector, including universal healthcare. The Commonwealth connection isn't just symbolic, it creates a ready-made network for cooperation. Australian and Canadian officials instinctively understand each other's systems, making collaboration smoother. Both are middle powers. Neither can impose its will, so they rely on diplomacy and coalition building. They're natural partners in multilateral institutions, championing peacekeeping, arms control, and international law. Their influence grows when they speak with a common voice, acting as moderating forces in a world of superpowers. Personality matters, too. If America is the brash quarterback, Canada and Australia are the dependable teammates. There's no ego or hierarchy, just mutual respect and equality. This allows for open, honest, and productive partnership. It's a friendship of equals, not a big brother-little brother dynamic. That's what makes the Australia-Canada relationship so special. The Australia-Canada partnership is visible in real-world cooperation. While Australia's combat alliance is with the US, its peacekeeping and training ties with Canada are strong. They've served together in UN missions worldwide, building trust and personal bonds. Both are members of the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, with particularly close bilateral ties. Their defense forces exchange officers, deepening institutional links. Economically, they're major trading partners and allies for a stable, rules-based, global system. When the US turned protectionist, Australia and Canada led efforts to salvage the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Cultural ties run deep, too. Thousands of young Aussies and Canadians live and work in each other's countries, creating lasting grassroots connections. These personal and professional links are the glue that holds their partnership together. Why isn't the US Australia's closest kindred spirit? It's not about rejection. America remains Australia's key strategic ally. But security alliances aren't the same as partnerships of equals. The US is a superpower. Australia is a middle power with different priorities. America's global focus and exceptionalism can feel distant or hierarchical. Australia and Canada share a more modest, pragmatic character and see themselves as part of a global community. Their relationship is one of choice and genuine similarity, not necessity. They share history, political structures, and a vision for a fairer world. Australia doesn't have to choose between the US and Canada, it values both. But when Australians look for a reflection of themselves, they see it in Canada. It's a partnership built on mutual respect, shared values, and a sense of equality. In the end, Australia's closest confidant is the calm, collected cousin from the north. That's the real reason Australia chose Canada.